In my most recent video, I had pointed out how Thomas Matthew Crooks, the man who fired shots at Trump's rally, appeared in a BlackRock commercial. BlackRock is an organization that has their hands in everything, including what happened with the C-19 and pharmaceuticals. We know indeed this is Thomas Matthew Crooks because not only does this look like Thomas Matthew Crooks, but this commercial was filmed in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania High School. Thomas Matthew Crooks graduated from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania High School. Now, outside of Thomas Crooks, there were a couple other men who were caught up in this whole incident that occurred at Trump's rally. One of those men happened to be on TikTok, someone who goes by the name of Jew Glazer. The reason this person on Twitter that goes by Jew Glazer was caught up in this whole incident happens to be because he said he was Thomas Matthew Crooks. It also did not help that he looked like the shooter's twin.
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans, I hate Trump, and guess what? You got the wrong guy.
So news and media ran with it, and they released many articles where they had shown Thomas Matthew Crooks' photo and Jew Glazer's photo side by side. So apparently Thomas Matthew Crooks and Jew Glazer are indeed two different people. But something about all this still does not sit right with me. As of right now, Jew Glazer either deleted his Twitter or set it to private. You can no longer see his photos or his videos. Now, another man I do want to talk about who has also been caught up in this whole incident is a man that goes by the name of Maxwell Yearick. Here's what's rather interesting about Maxwell Yearick. Maxwell Yearick was previously arrested back in 2016 at a Trump rally protesting Trump. So Maxwell Yearick is indeed anti-Trump, and he has been on a watch list ever since 2016. Well, when Jew Glazer said that you got the wrong guy, for whatever reason, news and media started to drop articles that the person behind the incident was Maxwell Yearick. It was confirmed by those who had attended this rally that Secret Service did take out the man who caused this incident by the way of taking off his face. Photos, like they always do, make their way around the internet, and this one photo does indeed show Maxwell Yearick with his face grazed by a bullet. Now, for obvious reasons, I can't show the photo on YouTube, but if you do want to see the photo, I will link to the Twitter page below that does indeed have the photo. Now, if you are sensitive to that type of imagery, I do warn not to click on it, but as you can see in the photo, if you are going to look at it, the man that has the bullet graze looks exactly like Maxwell. Almost all the news agencies that had released articles where it's shown Matthew Yearick's photo and name had been scrubbed off the internet, except for a few. For whatever reason, in the surviving news article, it does state that Democrats believe Maxwell Yearick was the one who was behind this incident. So I am sure there are many names, many faces who are on watch lists when it comes to Trump. So why did they just pick this name out of the hat? These two people do not look like each other whatsoever. And if this previous photo of a bullet grazing Maxwell Yearick's face shows him deceased, then they should have already known that this man was deceased. There was no way he could have caused this incident at Trump's rally. This photo of a deceased Maxwell Yearick doesn't look fake or AI, but then again, who knows? We can never trust our own eyes in the day and age of AI, but that also begs the question, why would somebody create a fake photo then? This rabbit hole continues to get deeper and deeper and deeper. None of this makes sense. They are now saying that the person that did cause this incident at Trump's rally was indeed Thomas Matthew Crooks. Now, when it comes to the people that always seem to cause these rather bizarre events, they always seem to have the same background. They are loners who are bullied. They had no friends. These loners who are bullied always also seem to know how to use the exact same weapon. Crooks happens to be no different. Crooks was a loner. He was bullied. He was made fun of for how he dressed. He always wore hunting clothes. He fits the bill like all the rest of these people who supposedly caused these incidents. Those who had known Crooks had stated he was very quiet. He stayed to himself. He never spoke about politics in person or on social media. He never had a social media presence. Just look at this rather bizarre interview. This person being interviewed said they knew Crooks, but look at this person's body language. Something seems rather off.
As we've been here, there's a large media presence here. You've had members of the community come and approach us, including one person who said he actually went to high school with this suspected shooter. I want you to listen to a little bit of our conversation there.
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Yeah. You said he was a loner?
Yeah. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much.
And this was high school.
Yeah.
What did they, do you remember at all what they said to him or called him?
No. He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance.
That's what he was saying. He said that he was actually in the class before or behind the suspected shooter here, and we have some movement here where you hear an ambulance or a car horn. Excuse that background noise. But one thing that we also heard from that conversation is that when we asked what he was bullied for, what this shooter was bullied for, he pointed to his clothing. Apparently, according to this person who says he was a classmate, the shooter would wear military style clothes or hunting clothes regularly as he was at school. So we're still learning a lot more. We can tell you investigators continue to go in and out of the scene here. We know multiple agencies are here, not just local police, but the county bomb squad. As I mentioned last night, I saw the ATF here. It's a calm scene. It's not completely evacuated. Many residents are still in their homes behind here, but you can tell this is definitely a focal point of this investigation as we learn more about this suspected shooter who, again, from what we know and from public records, does not have a criminal history, not a large social media presence. So there's a lot more information that folks are looking to learn, Tom.
Out of nowhere, this bullied loner just wants to make a name for himself by taking out Trump. There are reports coming out, multiple reports are coming out where people are saying that they never knew Crooks had ever taken a stance with politics. He never spoke about politics. One day, he just decided to take out Trump. I don't know, this whole thing just does not pass any smell test to me. From the mix-up of the names and the photos, to how Secret Service or the police had responded to the whole incident. This just continues to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and we are left with more questions than answers. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.